All right, so I am going to talk about buying suggestions and trends right now, not the other thing that I said I was going to talk about before. So I know a lot of times you're asking what I should buy around the year, what things should I be on the lookout for. So this session hopefully is going to help you kind of figure that out and narrow it down. I have this wonderful document right here that talks about different products that you can buy throughout the year. This is something that you can ask support for if you want it. I'm going to go through it. We actually have a calendar, or we used to have an ACE calendar, and it just needs to be updated, but I'm also going to give you some suggestions for those. I'm just going to go through the months. If you want this document, you can email support for it. Some of the stuff you might want to write down. You may not want to write it down. It's okay. So for January, New Year's decorations, gym wear, gym equipment, back to school items, because college kids are going back to school, and they've been through it. They've lost their backpacks. They've been partying. They don't know where any of that stuff is. And sneakers. The month of January is slow. For check-ins, it's slow for performance notifications. There's a lot of returns. Returnuary is what they call it, from people that have bought things during Q4 and they realize, oh, I don't have any money to pay my bills or anything like that. So be prepared for that. It's completely normal. Everyone, unfortunately, is in the weeds with you suffering. So that's something to pay attention to. In February, we have Valentine's Day, decorations, chocolates, plush toys, watches, gift sets, jewelry. February is cold, so be ready for a bump in sales due to people being inside and bored and cold. Create removal orders to avoid long-term storage. Long-term storage is February 15th and August 15th. It doesn't change. Those are the 2 days every year, so be prepared for that right away. Starting to work on that sooner rather than later is essential to do that. President's Day was, what day is it? Wednesday? Yes, well, it was this month, yeah, Monday that just passed. Email support, and I'll give it to you. Just ask for the holiday. I don't know if it is. So if it's not up there, email and let me know and I'll send it to you. So President's Day was yesterday. I'll be with you in a second, Paul. So that was a day for fantastic sales. So be on the lookout during these holiday seasons and these holidays for fantastic sales. Yeah, Paul? So I know that just passed, do you know how long the grace period is? It changes. I feel like you know what is it like? Is it like 6 weeks? How long you can send stuff in that you created removal orders for? And for long-term storage. Oh, for another, so if you send it in February 16th, it won't hit 6 months by August 15th. So you're good. You won't see the long-term storage until February 15th next year. Well, actually, you only get it for 6 months. Yep. 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 You're welcome. So March is St. Patrick's Day decorations, green clothing, hangover remedies, Irish flags, leprechaun costumes, cleaning supplies. College kids are off to spring break this month to party in hot places. So be on the lookout for summery items. So bathing suits, flip-flops, cover-ups, luggage because they have to pack, towels, hats, sunglasses, things like that. Daylight saving time starts, unfortunately. The first day of spring is around the corner, and of course St. Patrick's Day on the 17th. So all of these events are things to be on the lookout for during March. In April, April Fool's gifts, gag gifts, Easter eggs, twine baskets, children's dress clothing, children's dress shoes, adult dress clothing, adult dress shoes, Easter baskets. So if some of you are out there and you want to bundle, you can start bundling those. Q2 begins, baseball season begins. So baseball memorabilia, jerseys, things like that. Easter, of course, Tax Day, Earth Day is also in April, and then towards the end of April, you need to get ready to recall your removable items, your meltable items, not your removable items, your meltable items, because those have to be removed by May 1st. So you want to be on the lookout for that. So if you have chocolate, Stroop waffles, which we had a lot of Stroop waffles back in the day, and Stroop waffles, they're like this cracker with either honey, caramel, what else is in them? Chocolate, probably maple, and you put it on top of a hot cup of beverage, and it makes it gooey and delicious. We gave them out like nobody's business during the conference last year. We took a lot of them because we had to get rid of them. They were absolutely delicious. So your Stroop waffles, you have to get rid of those because they were deemed meltable for us. So that's unfortunate. Candles, there were people, they had these like, you know, like those little dinosaur thingies where you like put them in water, and then Amazon had deemed those as meltable. So be on the lookout for that, because they're stored in Amazon's warehouses, and those aren't always air conditioned. So anything that has the potential to melt, you'll have to recall that around the end of April. You can do several things with them. You can try to sell them on eBay. You can donate them and write them off on your taxes. You can give them away to people like you did with the Stroop waffles. There's a ton of things that you can do with them. Yeah, Forrest. There we go. Yeah, Decker. He's liquidation. Yeah. So May is Cinco de Mayo merchandise. Women's watches, women's clothing, women's shoes, Mother's Day. So things for your mother, gift sets for mothers, bath sets, lotion sets, shower sets, things like that, gift sets for moms. Those are popular. Memorial Day, so Americana, those things are going to be popular during that time, so keep a lookout on that. Then in June, you have men's watches, men's clothing, men's shoes, bathing suit, flip-flops, t-shirts, pool supplies, beach supplies, coolers, shorts, beach balls, pool inflatable. This is taking a road trip month. You can source in locations where you haven't sourced before to beat the Amazon summer slowdown. Sometimes things slow up a little bit in the summer on Amazon because people are on the beach. They're not at home on the computer trying to figure out things that they're going to buy or that they need to buy. So just be prepared for that. Even though it's a mobile app, I know I buy things on Amazon all the time. I have a problem. But there is a little bit of a slowdown through the summer months, so just be aware of that. That's absolutely normal. In July, you have July 4th. So those decorations, American flags, patriotic clothing, hats, decor, things like that. Independence Day, Q3 begins. Look out for Target's huge end of July toy sales. So if you are able to, and I know that some people do this, if you have the room, I know not a lot of you have the room, some people will buy products off season and then store them until they are in season. So there are people that go after Halloween, buy Halloween decorations at dirt cheap prices and then sell them for full price next year. They do the same thing with holiday lights and holiday decorations. We have someone that does it with Christmas inflatables. And those are pretty big, so just think about that. And July, people start getting ready for Q4 in August. So if you can hit up that toy sale, that'll be fantastic. End of July. Mm-hmm. Can what? We do not bundle, but if you want to have a bundling conversation, I can. I can. Yeah, so this, you can talk about it on your call that's coming up or whenever. In August, and make sure it's up here, it's back to school items. So textbooks, backpacks, pens, notebooks, glue, paper, scissors, crayons, construction paper, all of that stuff, bed sheets. So kids are going back to school. College kids are going off to college. So hampers, anything that they might need, decor, back to school rush, create removal orders. We're upon August 15th for long-term storage again. Be ready for that. So you can take advantage of that. Once again, with long-term storage, don't wait until the end of the month or write up on long-term storage. You want to give yourself time to analyze reports, try to run sponsored ads to see if you can move those items, drop prices. You want to do everything that you can. Creating removal orders should be your last result. So just try and do everything that you can beforehand so that it's not the last minute. In September, you're going to get ready for Q4. So it's time to ramp up on everything. In October, you have Halloween costumes, Halloween decorations, candy. Meltables are allowed back in Amazon. The weather is changing in October, so be ready for that. Those are the things that you're going to have to deal with in October. And then in November, Thanksgiving decorations, Melissa's birthday, Halloween clearance sales begin, Ike's birthday, no one knows. Veterans Day, send in your Black Friday and Cyber Monday goods. Give yourself enough time to get those in, get those checked in. The beginning of November, the end of October is when you want to look to send those things in. Give yourself enough time for them to be delayed getting sent into Amazon. Veterans Day, so Americana things again, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and everything is good during Cyber Monday. So parents are looking for toys for their kids, technology, movie, electronics, clothing, clothes items, anything. People are looking for those on Black Friday. So this all about the deals and what they can buy up. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And then in December, and we go back and forth on this, but we have December 15th down as like the cutoff for sending in goods for the holiday season. So keep that in mind. Now, I know that there are people that do send things in after the 15th, but it gets notoriously slow around Q4 and Amazon. So that's definitely something to think about. Everything sells well during Q4. A lot of you who have been a part of Q4 and participated in your last Q4 not too long ago knows that it's crazy time in Amazon. Like everything sells, like it sells for ridiculous prices that you don't think that it's going to sell for. The last day for end of the send in all of your stuff for Christmas and just get that stuff in there. Plan ahead. Q4 is a couple months, but doing most of the legwork before it is fantastic. So work on your brand approvals before Q4 hits. Find out what you can sell. Sign up for lists. Be on the lookout list. Be on the watch list. join Facebook groups, join, have Google Alerts set up so that you know what the popular and hot toys are. Be ready for Q4. There's a game plan. We're going to send out emails like we did last year, the closer that it gets, but be on the lookout for Q4. So does anyone have any questions about this? If you want these documents, email support and I can send them to you. I need to update the holiday calendar because it is not correct with the dates, but if you want that, let me know and I can send it to you. It's this nice, colorful holiday calendar with dates and everything on it. So if you want that, let me know and I'll send that to you. Do we have any questions? Remember that clothes sell well all year long. I know that there are some people that ask us, oh, do you buy boots outside of winter? Do you buy summer clothes outside of summer? And the answer to that is yes, we do. We may not buy them as heavily as we do the rest of the year, but there are going to be people around the world that need these things in the off season. So if you can stock those, even if it's not on heavy levels, you'll be ahead of the curve. So that's something to think about. And people sell toys. We recommend that you sell toys mostly during Q4, but there are people that sell them year round. It's just hard sometimes to make a profit off of toys outside of Q4 because of Amazon on the listing. So does anyone have any questions about buying trends and everything? Yes.
Specific items specific to a date, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, that kind of thing. When do you stop sending in product specific to those dates?
I would.
Valentine's Day watches. They literally say Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So I would recommend maybe stopping like a week or so before because you want to give it time to be checked into Amazon and go live. Like I don't recommend like sending things into Amazon like a couple of days before. You want to kind of figure just to get it in there for the holiday, maybe even like 8 to 10 days before to give it time to be checked in and be purchased and things like that. Because you don't want to start sending things in like the day before the holiday because that's just going to be pointless.
And when you ramp up for 6 weeks, 8 weeks?
Yeah, that's a good, like, what's right now? So I might start looking for things for St. Patrick's Day now.